This is Optimal Living Daily episode 2329, How to Find Freedom from the Opinions of Others, and What to Do When Fear is Keeping Us Stuck, both by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. And I'm your very own personal narrator, Justin Malik, here to help you optimize your life. I simply read to you. Topics include personal development, productivity, and minimalism mostly. Some of the authors I feature, with their permission, include Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and more. Today I'm featuring 2 articles, so with that, let's get right to them as we optimize your life. How to Find Freedom from the Opinions of Others by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. You are not here on this earth to please every person. In fact, you will do lots of things that others do not approve of, do not agree with, and just doesn't align with the way they view the world. It is your choice to review the feedback they are giving you, whether a structured critique or snide remark, and make the decision to take it on or not. You don't have an obligation to carry any piece of information about yourself that you don't want the weight of. This may not come simply at first, but if you follow these steps, you will begin to harness the power of your authentic self and deliberately choose what you want to identify with and what you choose to leave behind. First, get to know yourself. Understand your strengths, your values, your priorities, and your areas in need of growth. I found the best way to get to know myself is through writing, meditating, and reading. This may not be true for all people, but it is what aligns with my soul. I repeat mantras, I smile at strangers, I walk in nature, I absorb a good chunk of positive and inspiring things on a daily basis. I narrate elaborate stories in the voices of my dogs. Through this, I have dug in a bit, and what I found was there are a lot of things I like about myself. I didn't know all of those things were there before. Some of these things I used to view as weaknesses, then discovered that just wasn't so. I celebrate these things and assign greater value to them. The things I truly don't like as much, I begin to transform or lovingly accept, because some of that is just sticking around. Second, be a witness to your thoughts, actions, and reactions. With this practice, you'll begin to understand your beliefs and observe your self-talk. Your beliefs are the framework from which your subconscious mind functions, and the way you talk to yourself or about yourself and others serves as a filter for the way you experience the world. Consciously, we can only sift through a small fraction of the information thrown at us in any given moment. That's why it's so important for us to remain present and observe our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Fine-tune when necessary. Flip the script when necessary. Forgive yourself when necessary. Hit Control X when necessary, as many times as necessary. Frame your core beliefs from a place of love, worthiness, and abundance, and the universe will return love, feelings of worthiness, and abundance. Lastly, trust that you know what's best for you. No one knows what is best for you except for you. Well, maybe your mother. I did not need a lip ring my freshman year of college. Thanks, Mom. Not everything we say will be accepted. Not everything we do will be supported. Make that pun. Wear those toe socks and bring your own candy or tuna sandwich to the movies. I have another post in just a sec, but first, let's talk about a platform that my team uses every day, and they just so happen to be today's sponsor. That's Notion. Some work collaboration tools help you organize your company's information. Others allow you to manage projects together. But Notion does both, and that's why we use it here at OLD. For companies of all sizes, Notion provides one central and customizable workspace that can be tailored to fit any team and bring all teams together to get more done and move faster. What sets Notion apart from other project management tools is that it not only allows you to be more efficient in your work life, but can seamlessly transition into being a useful tool in your personal life, perfect for note-taking, project management, document sharing, wikis, and more. It's simple yet powerful and beautifully designed. Plus, Notion has a worldwide network of millions of users creating templates, tutorials, and new inspiration. The product is getting better all the time, and you'll always have the support you need. Learn more and get started for free at notion.com/optimal living. That's notion.com/optimal living to help you take the first step toward an organized, happier team today. What to do when fear is keeping us stuck by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. We allow fear in to keep us feeling safe. We must save ourselves from pain and suffering, embarrassment and shame, disappointment and failure. The ego is behind all of this. The ego is the voice in our heads that tells us that we'll never be artists, that we'll always struggle with our weight, that we'll never finish that project, and that we'll always be seen as shy, which will keep us from ever making the friends we want. It tells you stories that simply aren't true because its job is to keep you from getting hurt. And what hurts when we let it? The disapproval of others, failure in our life's goals, the loss of something important to us, doing something we deeply regret. The solution to this? Don't share your blog on your Facebook feed because what if people see it? Don't write, at least not every day. It's a waste of time. What good would it do me anyway? Don't talk about your desires with your friends, family, or acquaintances. You know you'll quit before you reach your goals. Simply put, we will suffer. But what we don't always realize until we begin to dismiss our ego mind is that the danger is in our inaction. When we play it safe, we are stuck in a cycle of fear and avoidance. This state of being stops us from living up to our potential because our dreams are left unfulfilled, our talents are left untapped, and our fear-based ego mind is all that remains. I've been worrying as long as I can remember. I was afraid of getting into trouble, getting lost, sleeping over at friends' houses, doing poorly in school, making the wrong decision, and being caught in an inharmonious environment. I feared others pointing out my faults, getting kidnapped, losing something as insignificant as a hair tie, and unintentionally causing harm to my loved ones. Some run deeper than others, and it's taken me continually denouncing these fears in order to free myself a little more and more. I still fear judgment some days and have a long-running worry that my dogs will get loose and I'll never see them again. I fear I'll make the wrong decision at a restaurant, I'll be stuck with a mediocre meal, the absolute horror. But with every courageous action we make of putting ourselves out there for all to see, for better or for worse, and with every choice we make to do it regardless in order for us to grow, the more unstuck we become and the easier it is, or at least the less hard it is. It might never be easy, but it becomes less stressful as we hit publish without flinching as much and deliver that speech with ease and show up to a class or event by ourselves because it was something we wanted to do and going alone wasn't going to stop us. When fear sits on your shoulders, weighing you down and keeping you stuck, tell your ego that you have better things to do than sit around believing all it has to say. Remember the dreamy, magical life you desire for yourself, and then tell yourself that story instead. You just listened to the posts titled How to Find Freedom from the Opinions of Others and What to Do When Fear is Keeping Us Stuck, both by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. I'm going to leave it there for today, nice and short for the middle of the week episode. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.